If you're a dedicated fan of mine, this might be one of the most important videos I've ever uploaded. But if you're not, then it should still give you some insight into how fucking crazy the last 2 years of my life have been. So strap on your panties and touch your titties because it's about to get fucking real. I am broke right now. Both in the money sense, but more specifically I'm referring to the mental sense, the sense of self, and just in general. I'm a broke person right now. And I'm going to explain what has led to me reaching this mental state of mind. Now, the first thing I want to touch on is the fact that at the moment, my mom is suffering from trigeminal neuralgia. She has been for a while, but she recently got her test scans back, and it doesn't look too good. She might have fucking lesions in her brain, and this is killing me. It really is. Every time I wake up and I try to fire up my editing software, I just feel empty inside. I just dread whatever the fuck I'm doing. I should just be sitting next to her, talking to her. My girlfriend is moving close to me. She's moving her whole life here. She's moving away from her parents for the first time. She's moving somewhere else for the first time. And she's moving away from all of her friends to somewhere where she doesn't know anyone. And I can't be there for her either. And the reason for that is that I wake up every single day and work on my videos until I pass out, and then I repeat. And that's been my routine for as long as I can remember. Twice a week I get a break from my routine. I get to do jujitsu. I get to fight people twice a week, and that's my break. I have one vacation every year. Last year I took a week in Greece with my dad in December. I already took my week's vacation this year, which was a week in Greece with my girlfriend and my mom. But yeah, I've chosen to have this little free time because I have a lot of morals when it comes to YouTube and content production. YouTube made a change in their algorithm. They changed their system a while back, so the YouTube now favors content that you can upload every day that has decent engagement. So say someone uploads a video every single day that they spent an hour on, they could actually get bigger than someone who spends 150 hours per video but uploads like once a week. And that's one of the things that have led to the decline of my channel and the decline of me as a person. Because I've been putting my everything into YouTube. I've built my entire life around this platform. I keep growing more and more distance of people and relationships I have because I dedicate so much time to this. And I don't think it's making me happy anymore. I have tax debt. I might as well just say that like it is. I owe about $15,000 in taxes. I don't want to get into specifics, but I mean, TLDR, when I blew up on YouTube, when I became big, I was just a kid that had no fucking concept of money. I didn't want to be materialistic, so I didn't give a shit about money. And I flew all over the world to America, to conventions to meet my fans. Well, turns out I couldn't deduct any of that in taxes because I didn't have a company at the time. I didn't know how the system worked, and now I owe like $15,000 in taxes. Which is a pretty perplexing situation to be in, considering I only earn just enough money to put food on my table and pay my bills, if even that. But even though I don't, get any wealth from it, I've continued to stick to this YouTube thing because it used to be the only thing in my life that made me happy. That's the genuine truth. But it seems like I can't continue doing it much longer without having financial stability on here. So I might as well say this early into the video so y'all don't get fucking pissed off at the end of it. I've made a Patreon. Like, I'm just gonna say it like it is. I've made a fucking Patreon. And that's basically, for those who don't know, a platform where people can support their favorite content creators and artists by giving them money. I'm essentially begging my audience for money. That's where I'm at right now. Now, some of you may be asking, why don't you just do sponsorships? Well, being materialistic and not caring about money for a long time actually allowed me to pick up some values. One is that I don't think you should ever promote something that you don't genuinely endorse, that you don't genuinely think the people you're promoting it to would enjoy. The last two sponsors I had was Bethesda and Hi-Rez, and the reason I chose those sponsors was because I thought Doom and Smite were both really good games that my audience would enjoy. But being as selective as I am with sponsors, it's not a stable source of income at all. And I also don't just want to promote a bunch of shit to you guys. I fucking hate promoting shit to you guys. So every rare now and then, if I find a really good opportunity, I will do that. But that's one of the reasons I don't do sponsors. Ad revenue isn't all that great for me either, because believe it or not, you can actually be a YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers without making $1 million. I don't make that much money, guys. I drive a Fiat Punto from 2003. It's dick shit broken and illegal. If I got pulled over, I'd go to fucking jail. But I don't have the money to replace my car. I want to move. I want to move with my girlfriend someday. I want to move to a place that doesn't look like a piece of shit. I can't afford that either. I want to build a life for myself. And I don't feel like, at least from a financial standpoint, that I'm going anywhere in life. I'm just sitting here in the same old room, waking up every day, even though my mom has a sickness in her brain, and there are people that need me, and I just wake up and work on videos. And I don't even work on the videos that make me the happiest, because the last video I made, The Adventures of Full AD Alawi, that's the type of video that makes me very happy to make. I spent over 100 hours editing that easily, and over 40 hours recording that, so I could get the perfect footage, get the perfect everything, and just make a fucking masterpiece. But you know what? Making those types of videos is very risky when it comes to YouTube. It's a very risky decision, at least from a business standpoint, because I can't upload those very often, considering it takes me a very long time to finish them. And that's the content I love making. The happiest I've been on YouTube was when I just made that content. And I hate that I've been forced to change my content to some extent just because I don't feel safe. I want to feel like I'm safe and that I have a future and that I have stability in my life. I want to be able to support me, myself, my girlfriend, my mom, my family, the people in my life that I care about. I want to be able to support them, not necessarily financially, but I want to be able to support myself financially so I can support them in general. But yeah, I've talked about my tax debt. I've talked about how YouTube's algorithm fucked me. I've mentioned to you guys how dedicated I am to YouTube and the situation of my mom and my girlfriend. Now I want to talk a little bit about Riot Games. Riot Games have neglected the shit out of me, and I feel like I've been treated like a piece of shit by this company. I've spent the last 4 years of my life dedicating my entire existence to making content about League of Legends and to improve this game as a content medium. And I also feel like they just treat me like shit, like time and time again. I don't want to bring up too many examples. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to fucking talk about this one. But next month I'm going to an event in England, in Birmingham, called Insomnia 58. It's a gaming event, and there's going to be this part called League Fest, which is essentially the League of Legends part of the event. That's where all the League of Legends fans are going to be, and that's where all my friends, the League of Legends YouTubers I've blown up on YouTube with, the people I've worked alongside for the last many years of my life, the people I consider to me are really close friends, that's where they're going to be. But guess what? Because Riot Games don't like the fact that I target my content towards adults and not children, the fact that I refuse to censor myself, and the fact that I refuse to sociopathically befriend them and suck their dicks. The fact that I don't do any of these three things means that I'm not allowed to host my official fan meetup at the League Fest. No. I have to host my fan meetup in a completely different, segregated part of the event, next to a goddamn fucking Minecraft YouTuber, they told me. You know what that means? That means they also told me I can't swear. I have to be PG because I'm going to be standing next to Minecraft kids. And anyone that follows my channel knows that I've spent the last 4 years of my life dedicating my channel to making fun of these fucking Minecraft role players. And I have to stand next to them and be PG as fuck because of their fans? Fuck that. I'm not okay with that. So I feel like I'm being treated like a piece of shit by Riot. And honestly, I feel like I've been treated kind of like a dog turd as well by the community. For my new viewers might not know this, but about 1.5 years ago, I got into some drama over the fact that me and some other League of Legends YouTubers had a collaboration group on Skype where we would every now and then drop a link to a Reddit post we made and ask if anyone else wanted to upvote it. Well, someone tried to expose us, and in that same video, they accused me of sleeping with underage girls. And they accused Profresco of a bunch of shit and a bunch of other people. Well, it turns out this was during the part of my life where, and if you're new to my channel, I'm sorry that you have to hear this, I had a problem with substances, harder substances. For the record, I've quit every substance I've ever touched on the exception of alcohol and marijuana, but at the time I had a problem. I came home under the influence of a harder controlled substance, and I came home to thousands of people calling me a pedophile, a freak, a rapist. And I had a mental breakdown. I wrote a bunch of stupid shit on Twitter and recorded a very stupid vlog. And that was really, really bad PR for my channel. That was my biggest PR disaster I've ever had. And a lot of people ask me, if you go back in time and you could change your actions, would you? And my answer is actually no. Because the mistakes I made back then, I've learned a lot from them. And I am the person I am today because of them. And I'm very happy with the person I am today. I sure think a lot of the things I've done in my life are fucking stupid, but I don't regret my decisions. So yeah, I've made a fucking Patreon. because I'm tired of waking up and dealing with stress and anxiety every single day, just worrying about whether or not my mom is going to be okay and survive, just worrying about whether or not I can help build a life with my girlfriend, worrying about whether or not my life is even going to be all right. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that, and I'm tired of dealing with this shit. I just want to be a happy YouTuber again. I just want to wake up and say to myself, what do I want to do today? Today, I want to edit some full AD Bard shenanigans. Today, I want to make a video called whatever the fuck, and I'll make that video. But you know what? I've lost that ability because every single time I have to plan a video, I have to plan whether it be a good business decision for my channel, whether it be, smart. And I fucking hate that. So that's why I've made a Patreon. If any of you want to financially support me, feel free. I mean, $1 makes a huge difference. $69 would make a bigger difference. For $20, then you can jack off in my face and call me father. But that's just getting ahead of ourselves. I tried to sound as normal as I could in this video. I don't want to use sympathy for me like fucking crying my eyes out or anything when I'm asking for money. So I'll try to just sound like myself. But I am pretty broken up these days. And that's impacted my content as well. I should have had a video out in 1 or 2 days. Don't know if I'm going to finish that in time. But I'm just going to try and continue focusing on making my videos while still being there for the people that need me in my life. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you all for watching my content. And yeah, I hope you all have a really nice day.